But here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Devin. Whose business are you digging in today, man?
Eggs and ass. They both went up this year. You didn't know that?
Listen, Mama, here's your boy, and he got something to say.
I've always believed firmly, on paper, I am a white man.
Brother Kenny, Mr. Pound Town himself. Sir,
I'm unbothered. I'm getting ready to go walk my fish again and fly my cat. That cat in this whole 4 years. That's all I'm gonna
listen, y'all.
We apologize.
I really try to control my show as much as I can, but when y'all get started, oh my God.
It's TFG Tonight. With Brenton Haynes, Kenny the Sports Guy, Mr. Lee Black, and the lady of the hour, Miss Stefan Divine.
What up, everybody? It's Friday, and we dared to do it back in the back. We did it back to back. Yeah. Back to back.
Yes, sir.
Now, listen. Y'all know we won't do the show without everybody on, so that means somebody late. And so, I think he's dropping off some of his unmentionables, but we'll see when he gets here. It just depends. But listen, we will be here, but we are so excited to have a conversation with y'all. So when y'all come on in, say what's up. Hey, Miss Toria. Thank you. She said, hello, family. Almost done cleaning up dinner. Salmon cakes, jasmine rice, string beans.
She sounds good, Lady T.
That Mr. Williams, he's good, don't he?
Already.
That's it. Debbie, you cook that?
Huh?
Can you cook the salmon cake?
Yeah, as soon as we get off. That's why we go talk fast. I promised my husband some dirty spaghetti.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I've been seeing people talk about that on TikTok, Lady D. Dirty spaghetti
and dirty cabbage is good.
So what makes it dirty? That's what I want to know.
You just cook it. If the meat is Italian sausage and ground meat, and
okay.
Well, right. I like how she put me on blast. We got to move the show. She said
she snuck that in, didn't she?
Know her well. You hear me? Been knowing her for a while, so I got it. All right, so I got 22 more minutes. So let's go. All right, so listen, y'all. If we say something y'all like, please, by all means, show some love in the Cash App. And if not, we're gonna talk about your mama anyway. Hey, Miss Carl, good to see you. Well, CC,
what's up, CC? How you doing?
Thank you for joining us. Okay, so listen, I want to keep up with politics, and so I'll just, how we do it now. We just gonna do a little round robin, and I'll just ask y'all a couple things going out here in the streets, and let's see what y'all think about this. So, Kenny, I want to hit you with this. No, actually, I'm gonna hit Sister with this one. Sister, there's a report that says the government has paid, using taxpayer dollars, $300,000 to settle sexual harassment settlements. Not of their own money. They spending the people's money to pay off these sexual harassment settlements of the victims.
Who's sexual? Who's the harasser?
The people in the Congress.
Government officials.
The officials are paying off the victims, and they have done it in the amount of $300,000. Why they do that at? Come on, y'all.
If they'll spend $5 million for a fake ass basement, that's what I'm gonna call it, the ballroom. That's what it is. And that's like nothing. Like they don't. Can you imagine the money that's been stolen in the background and used for everything but feeding folks and helping folks? It's BS.
Listen, man, we are not. This can't be real. Y'all think we in the Twilight Zone, but this is real, y'all. These folks real. And now Donald Trump has made it clear. He said he was gonna clean the swamp out, but he ain't cleaned no swamp out. He just exposed the swamp. He done cleared it out so we can see what all that foolishness. Carol said, just like that. That's it. See, we gonna pay for it, and that's what y'all do. So again,
you can't clean out the swamp if you floating at the top of it. Like
you already with where I was going, Lady D. Hell, he is the swamp. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He the swamp thing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, I just want y'all to know that's where y'all money going. So, well, Kenny, I'm gonna hit you with this one. Trump says that he is releasing the UFO files. Now, I'm not the smartest man, but I'm a little up there. What in the world are y'all talking about? Ain't no UFO, ain't no aliens out here, bruh.
No, it is the ones that they trying to get deported back to Mexico. Them the ones they try to mess with. But let me say this: we don't. Hey, clown, Trump. We don't really give a rat's ass about them UFO files. We want to know about them Epstein files, sir. What's in them Epstein files? That's what we really want to know. Release those.
That's the unidentified files that he's probably referring to, huh? Okay,
right.
Files.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I'll just be honest with y'all. That is another distraction. She said he the swamp monster.
Right.
Yes, exactly. Well, and if Lee was here, I would ask Lee what he thought about the fact that we have actually passed the GDP of this country, which is how our economy is doing. That's what the GDP basically is about. And so, in a nutshell, we have actually our debt to income ratio has now been flipped. We now owe more money than we making.
Let me ask, so what was the debt ratio prior to him taking office the second time? After when Biden left office, I would like to know what the debt.
I don't know.
Ratio. That would be something good to know. Just to see how bad he screwed it up.
We've been pretty bad. We've been putting that debt. We've been doing that debt for a minute. So I don't know how bad it was, but
I just want to know how much he's added to it, because like I said, I'm quite sure we were already in the hole. Lady T said we were good.
We've been good for a while, especially since we came out of that war, the Great Depression. Yeah, this country's done well, but since then, man, but Trump, just the war alone, man, he's doing hundreds of billions of dollars, this and that. So, again, so this is ridiculous. So, all right, well, she said he's going to China next week. Yeah, and he's trying.
I don't like him over there though.
And he's really trying to fix he want to get out of that war before he get over there. But no, it's too late for all that, bro. You in trouble. So
what's the latest on Ukraine? I think we hadn't really what's going on with that.
So basically, Ukraine has now found their help with Europe. Like Europe is funding them money. So basically, they said they will give them a loan, which is really not a loan because it's money that if Russia, something about if they have to pay back something, or if they get a restitution from Russia, then they'll give that money to Europe, something to that effect. But yeah, so Russia is now supplying them with money and things. He done left Trump alone. So that's what's going on with that. So we really doing some damage to ourselves as a country. We are isolating ourselves. And what that fool found out real good was when he trying to go over there and steal food with Iran, Saudi Arabia said, "No, you can't fly your planes over here no more, bro."
Yeah.
And so that's why he had to stop. That's why he had to put a stop to that whole Operation Freedom. So anyway, don't let me start being nerdy because I keep up with this stuff pretty much. She said they don't like him. Yeah, they don't like him anywhere. He's going to cause more problems, folks. For sure. All right, y'all. Well, listen, we got some AI slop. So you know what AI slop is?
Not at all.
Kenny, have you ever heard the term AI slop?
I've heard of slop, but not AI slop.
Yeah.
I don't know what AI slop is.
So AI slop has been defined as fake videos.
Oh, okay.
That's what the slop is. AI slop is where AI. So basically, if you're being scammed by a video or something like that, they call that slop now.
Oh, okay.
And so now what they're saying is that AI is getting so good where people are not being able to tell if these folks are telling the truth or they're not. Again, it's fake news or whatever, however you want to call it, but they are defining it as AI slop.
Okay.
And so now we're coming to a place to where they said in a not distant future, we won't be able to tell whether a video is real or not, and people are going to be scammed even more. I don't think that we're coming to that place, sister. I think we're already there, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like it's crazy now because when I talk to people that show me videos, I always say, is this even real?
That's it. Like, everything. That's it.
It makes sense. Like I don't believe nothing now. I'm skeptical about it. If I didn't make it, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe this. I got to go double check and investigate and go to that person's page. And
that's real.
Yep, that is so real. For
you
real.
can't have an automatic reaction to nothing because you like side eyeing. What's up, Hannah?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Hey, Shahana, how you doing?
Hey.
What's happening?
Lee's on his way, so I know y'all waiting on him, but again, we'll let him explain his own self. He's a grown man, so he explains his own self when he get there. So
we might not want him to explain where he been.
You know we do, Lady D. So we can punch, so we can see what the hell's going on. I want to know.
What's up, Shantae? And that is
Shantae?
the truth. We are cooked on multiple fronts. That we in trouble.
It's funny that you brought this this subject up because it was a piece of video that was shared on Facebook. It was a sports video showing a Sixer and the Knicks are playing right now. It was somebody in the Portland Trailblazers, and it looked like this guy had really punched this player in the face. But as you watch the player go down, you see his last name on the back of his jersey changes.
Crazy.
And that's when you know it was fake. But you had this guy doing his whole commentary on this video like this was real, and people was calling him out in the comments saying, hey, look, man, that video isn't even real. It's fake. Didn't you see the name change on the back of the guy's jersey when he hit the floor and let the guy tell it? He didn't want to take the L and he wouldn't take it down. So that is exactly where we are, like you guys said. That you really got to, if you see a piece of video, you probably really got to go search and investigate and make sure that video is actually legit.
Yeah, it's really hard, man. So y'all just be careful out there in them streets, because listen, the slop is coming, and it's not even really coming. It's already here.
It's already here. And please don't share. Just stop sharing some of this stuff. And we've been talking about that for years. Don't share stuff that you hadn't verified, because now that thing just continues to keep going and going, and now you got a bunch of misinformed people on numerous topics.
It's really going to really hinder people from wanting to even be nice and giving towards situations, because you're just not gonna know if it's wrecking havoc for sure, Carol. So I'll just say it like this, y'all. It should push us to start having more personal interactions with people again. But who knows? Maybe not. I don't know. All right, well, listen, that's AI Slop. So so they not like us. I know that's a great song from what's his name?
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar, right?
You should always remember his name. Come on now.
Sorry, sir. Kendrick. Sorry. Kendrick, yes. So, but I just, Devin, did you play sports?
I did.
You was school? You did. I know Kenny. I don't even want to know what kind of sport, but I'm sure you was.
No, I did. I played basketball, man.
I'm thinking you played multiple.
You give me basketball.
I think you played multiple sports. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Oh, did you? You ran track, bro?
I did that too.
Okay, good.
I did a little bit of that.
Well, good. I need you to answer this. So again, as the generations come forth, I just really they really want us to believe they're smart, but then it's just so many opportunities that they show us how silly they are. And so I just wanted to give us an opportunity for the people to see that, listen, the hard work we put in and all the blood, sweat, and tears we did in the sports, this is the reason why y'all not gonna ever be like us and never have the stories. I want y'all to take a look at this foolishness. Okay, so let me explain it. I'm gonna explain it to you, and I'm gonna show y'all again so y'all can see it. Miss Tori says she plays soccer, softball, and basketball. Wow.
All right, Lady T.
That's what's up. What's up? So that's why she cooking like that, because she trying to stay healthy. So yes. So listen, if y'all ran track, there was a relay, right? And in the relay, look at him, and he drinking. You just pick on up where we left off. Johnny come late. So listen, in the video, if you run track, everybody got to stay in their lane, and you're supposed to be handing off the baton to your partner. What this dummy did was he saw two teams had red on, and this fool ran into the wrong lane and handed off the baton to a different school instead of the person he's supposed to hand the baton out to.
Yeah.
And I don't even understand how this fool got confused like that. All you got to do is stay in your lane, fool, and hand the baton out to the man in your lane. Right. So y'all look at it again and watch this fool hand the baton off to the wrong. Lee, everybody speaking to you because they just seen you.
They were missing you, Lee.
Yes,
they missing you, bro.
Yes. All right, so y'all watch this again, so y'all can see the baton being handed off to the wrong person. Oh my God!
2 lanes are disqualified.
Well, yeah. Well, the other school, actually, that was Dallas Carter that committed the offense. That was Dallas Carter. Yeah.
Because the one that took it from the wrong person should be disqualified, and then the one that didn't get it is disqualified.
Well, actually, they allowed the other school, which was Henderson Lions. They allowed them to rerun their race, but they ran it by themselves. There was no other teams on the track
because they didn't.
So right. Yeah. It wasn't their fault. It was Dallas Carter. So yeah, that was an unfortunate. They both had on red and blue, and my man, I don't know how that could happen. You stay in your lane. I feel bad for the young brother, but come on, man, you gotta focus.
I'll be honest. I'm sure that coach cussed him out all the way home on that bus.
Yeah,
man. Wow, man, Carter wasn't pretty. Well, anyway, okay. Well, I just want y'all to know, kids, on behalf of all the Gen X's and the baby boomers, that's what y'all get. Because you don't do that. You may drop the baton.
You might drop it, but
you ain't gonna switch no 2 lanes, bro. Okay,
right.
Yeah. Okay, all right, y'all. Well, listen, Devin has to go cook tonight, so that's why I'm pushing on along. But we'll get you in here now since you're here. How you doing? You doing all right, sir?
I'm pretty good.
Okay, good. She mad you dropped off at that bus station because you had to get on back.
Not the trailways, brother. You put on the trailways.
Listen, he said I gotta get back to my show. I forgot. I'm on the wrong time schedule. Okay, so listen. It's been a minute, and I tried to give us time, but now, ladies, I gotta say the quiet part out loud again. And listen, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I ain't saying I know everything and what is, but y'all check this out. So, women really don't want men who they can run over. They don't want yes men. They don't want somebody that they can tell what to do all the time. So y'all stop coddling and carrying on and kowtowing to these women telling y'all what to do all the time, because they may play with you, but they don't want to be with you. And so I'm just saying that out loud because some of y'all think just because they acting tough and talking big, nah, bro, you better put a jock strap on or something and get that right. So Devin, what you think? That about right?
Pretty much. I need you to mind just a little bit.
Nope, she's lying. They lied to y'all because y'all been playing with these boys, man. Y'all got these boys out here, and y'all got these boys out here thinking that they supposed to be doing, meeting all, doing everything you ask them to do. No, man, listen, y'all better speak up, boy, because she gonna run you. She gonna take all your money and she gonna make you do everything underneath the sun that your daddy would probably slap you in the back of your head when he found out you did all that. So,
I think she froze.
Did she?
Oh, there she go.
Yeah, you good now.
Oh, okay. Did you catch any of that?
No.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead again.
No, I was saying I need you to mind just a little bit, but not too much. But I'm also not gonna boss you around too much in case you actually mind, because then I won't respect you.
Okay. See, that's the game that y'all.
I get it. I agree with what she said. I get it.
Right.
So let me ask you this, Black, because here's the problem. This is the culture that's being created, though. And y'all finna get what y'all asked for, because women, y'all always want men to be a little more softer and to be more and meeting y'all emotional needs and all that kind of stuff. But y'all are creating this culture that y'all don't even want. Y'all want these men to act like that, but then when they start acting like that, y'all mad because y'all got to pick up the slack. So again, y'all they don't really want to wear the pants in the relationship, but they playing like they do. Go ahead.
No, but I agree with that. But I think, like anything else, I think it was an experiment. I think it's run its course. I'm a little hopeful here, and when it comes to this, I think over the last 15 to 20 years, once women started moving further into the workspace and they're making their own money, I do think it ushered in an era of the sensitive man. But I think that pendulum is starting to swing back. I'm starting to hear more women say that. And to Lady D's point, I don't think they want to wear they don't want to wear the pants. But I think it's ushered in a generation of men that was all too happy to relinquish that and let women take over the role. And I feel like maybe that pendulum is starting to swing back towards center. And so I'm hopeful here that, you know, we will kind of get back to some level of masculinity, maybe not to the extent of it being toxic, so, you know, or anything like that. But yeah, I think just in general, you know, I don't think any woman wants a guy that they can run over, you know.
Okay, Kenny, is that the quiet part out loud? Is that right?
I agree with you, Brother Brent. I agree with Lady D too, though. I think women want a balance. I think that's what Lady D was saying. They want a little bit of, I want you to wear the pants and you know, tell me no sometime, put your foot down, but I also want you to mind me a little bit, because, you know, you get a little further when you kind of, you know, mind your wife or your significant other, whatever. So yeah, but I get it. At the end of the day, though, a woman don't want a dude that she can run over 24 hours, 7 days a week. That just ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, it's cute when you're talking about something that we already know we're gonna do. Hey, are you gonna get that done? Okay, yeah, but again, it gets out of hand when we're having this power struggle. And that's the problem, right? We have this power struggle, and it's causing the issues. And so, men, y'all can't listen to them when they tell y'all that you know, you don't never let me get my way. Well, you need to call Burger King or somebody, because call the site, because that ain't what we're doing around here. So I'm just telling y'all the quiet part out loud. Now, you know, argue with your mama. But
we're also speaking to our generation. Please keep that in mind, because these younger ladies. If they completely give up their pants, they're gonna end up butt ass naked on the freeway. So they can't completely surrender. They can't completely surrender the pants now.
You know why I knew you was gonna go there.
Wait,
yeah, I do.
No, but I hear you. But that's I'm talking about the culture. We should not have again. And don't get me wrong. I don't know your business, so don't be barking at me when I say what I'm saying. That's why we didn't need women raising men, boys, right? Y'all, they need, and again.
And we don't want blame. We didn't want to, trust me.
Yes, that's right. Blame is on both sides. I got that, but we should not have even tried. Y'all should have just, I don't know. I don't got no answer for that. But I'm just saying. So we created this monster, and now here we are. So you may be right, but
I think she's definitely right. And I just want to add, I agree with you, Lady D. It is generational, but I think that generation that came behind us, that I call the TikTok generation, I think that's what has swung the pendulum so far away until it's got me to the point where I almost don't believe in black love.
Well, you have said it. Then.
Yeah, you said it. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, and we'll end on that note. Man, you coming in with some just straight logic and no BS. Okay. I'm a little nervous. Don't you show up late like this no more, boy. You better come on. I guess he got to prepare to be ignorant before he be ignorant. He got to prepare to be ignorant. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here it is. The hardest working man in TFG Sports, Mr. Kenny. Tell us what's going on,
man. You know, we knee deep in NBA playoffs. We got a game going on right now, Philly and the Knicks. Philly is up. Well, the Knicks are up 60-52 at the half. Your Knicks are up 2-0 in this series, Brother Black. So they could really win this thing, and it could really be the Knicks might make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Then we got the Spurs and the Timberwolves after that tonight. So that game is
and the Cavaliers are sucking.
Yeah, the Cavaliers might be in a dogfight, and so
James Harden.
Yeah, well, James Harden is not a playoff. The playoffs.
That's my point.
He disappears. He just. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But we stand in basketball. We got to talk about the king, or to a lot of the younger generation, they king, LeBron James. Well, his agent, his good friend for almost over 20 years, Rich Paul, who is the CEO of Clutch Sports. He dropped a shocking nugget on his podcast a couple of days ago. Rich Paul says that he's lost some clients. He's not been able to sign some clients to Clutch Sports because of former NBA players as well as current ones disdain of his most popular client, LeBron James. They don't like LeBron. And they have steered away some of his potential clients. And I'm just going to read this quote that he said. This is Rich Paul. He says, "Nobody is above critique. Bron's not, I'm not. Nobody is above critique. But I'm telling you, it's a deeper thing. And I feel the effects of it because I've had NBA current players and former players involve themselves in a recruiting process with a kid who's not their son and purposely push a kid to a different agency because of their disdain for LeBron, and I'm his guy." End quote. That was Rich Paul on his podcast a couple of days ago. I'm gonna start with you, Brother Black. Do you think is there some truth in what he's saying? Do you think so? That these current and former players hate LeBron James?
Absolutely. Now, two things can be true at the same time. I think there's absolutely some truth to the fact that current players have some disdain for LeBron, and I could imagine there's a lot of them, because there's a lot of LeBron hate of them saying don't sign with this agency. But the first thing that came out of his mouth, he says nobody is above critique. Well, you need to share some of that blame now, because you and your good friend the King, y'all have systematically gone about your way over the last 10 years at least, making him above critique. Y'all have made it so that if anybody don't put him first, then all of a sudden you saying he garbage and he's trash. And that, I don't agree with Stephen A. Smith on many things, but on this one thing I do agree with. In many people's minds, he's the number 2 player of all time. He's not on my number 2 list, but even if you say that, that's almost blasphemous, because you don't put him at 1. Even the current NBA players that we got going on right now, he complains, he bitches, he moans, he sets things in motion to have a excuse set for if he wins, then he's the king. If they loses, then it's not his fault. And so you have to share some of the blame that you guys have created an atmosphere where to criticize LeBron on anything, it's almost blasphemous and sacrilegious. And so is it any wonder that human nature is, when you put somebody so high up on a pedestal, human nature is that we knock them down. It didn't only happen to LeBron. We pretend like he's special. Michael Jackson, Prince, Whitney Houston, everybody that sat on that pedestal gets critiqued, criticized, and gets called everything, but they don't bitch and moan about it. So both things are true.
Okay. Lady D, the interesting thing in this soundbite is he's making these accusations and lies, but he's pulled no receipts. Who are these players? If you're saying this, who is these kids that supposedly these players had got to and told him not to sign with him? Do you think he needs to call out names and receipts? Just because I don't know if it's true or not. That's just he's saying this, but we don't know.
Exactly. It's almost giving clickbait.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be like the people said, you know what I'm saying? But then you can't name any of the people, because I don't think there's a kid, or anything that wouldn't want to be associated with LeBron. It's just, I think some of the older players are disgusted with him because of, he's been called the GOAT, and I think everybody gets frustrated. I mean, Jordan went through the same thing, if y'all remember. But
yeah,
so I think it's just clickbait. It might be one kid somewhere in a no-name town, but I don't believe it.
Well, Jordan went through what?
He went through some of the same criticisms that LeBron is getting.
Hate from NBA players. Calling him arrogant and selfish.
Yeah.
And I watched a lot of documentaries on him. He went through
ain't no Larry Bird, and he ain't no
He went through the same thing in the 80s, especially early in his career.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah, because he
just
was anointed.
Social media,
he was anointed that dude.
Yeah, but they criticized him because of him being a teammate, not because of what he was. Some of that too. It was a little bit of both.
He got some of that saying scoring championship, but he can't win a team. He doesn't make his teammates better. He got that same critique.
Well, cool. So what I'm saying, yes, everybody may have always were trying to compare his greatness. But he didn't. But LeBron, this was self-inflicted stuff.
That's my point.
Well, you're right. You're right about that. LeBron, yes.
I'm just saying they act as if Jordan didn't go through that same thing. The only difference here is that we live in a media age now,
right?
And that it's instant. But you got a player that embraced it, so you called yourself the king. So when you do that, and as soon as you have a bad game, guess what? We're able to instantly go to, the TikTok and whatever. So you was trash tonight. You don't think they told Jordan he wasn't shit and this, that, and the other? Come on now.
So this is what let me articulate my point then. Jordan never complained about it.
No, correct.
That's what happened. That's the difference. Correct. LeBron complains about it. That's why it's not computing in my mind.
Right.
Because Jordan never complained about it. He just he put his head down and he went and got it. He took it.
Right.
And nobody's gonna take it out of his hands.
Right.
LeBron wasn't about to hand it to him. No.
Correct.
So Brendan, your thoughts on Rich Paul? Obviously, Rich Paul is his partner. They've been good friends. He helped him get into the sports agency game. Yeah. So, and he has over 41 NBA players as clients. That is Rich Paul with Clutch Sports. Okay. So should we feel sorry for Rich Paul if he can't get the next best thing? You already got damn near everybody and their mama under your umbrella. So your thoughts on him? Should we feel sorry for Rich Paul?
Hell to the no!
Thank you, TD. I mean, no, because again, listen, man. Y'all ride out in the sunset, man, like the Sundance Kid and whatever that boy's name was. Listen, y'all made it.
Right.
This is a great story.
Right.
Y'all made it. Listen, a great ESPN 30 for 30, right? Where they write the story.
Ever.
Yes, right. The man and his friends. I can't wait to see it. Well, man, get the pacifier out your mouth, boy. You're rich. Now I will say this: you got a bad taste in women because I don't know who in the world is attracted to Adele. But my God,
well, you know what?
Money. I don't. She don't look like money. I mean, she may have it.
She got some bread.
She got it, but
yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying I'm not sleeping with money. So
do you really think old boy want Taylor Swift with her flat ass? No, but she's a billionaire.
All right. Okay, let's bring it full circle. We talking about these mayonnaise women. Let's get it right back around to where we were.
Sorry, Kenny.
But my thoughts on it. Only problem I got with Rich Paul, I'm not feeling sorry for him. I want to see receipts. Number one, you saying these, you throwing this out here. Name them, so we can see who you talking about. And number two, my thing with Rich Paul is you ain't got to disrespect other greats to lift your dude up. That's the biggest problem I have with Rich Paul because I watch his interviews. He likes to throw shade at Mike and other greats just to lift LeBron up. It's no problem. You can have two greats at the same time. That's not a bad thing. So that's my only thing about Rich Paul. So again, that's my sports segment for tonight. Back to you.
All right. I can need a little overtime now because you know what I'm saying, just on behalf of the playoffs. I don't think we've had an overtime game in the playoffs yet. So
nope.
But yeah, let's do some overtime. So listen, y'all. There's an article in the internet, and I want to get Kenny's and the rest of the family's opinion. It says that now parents are paying $25,000 a year for their kids to play sports. $25,000. And listen, I don't believe they're lying because I've put two kids in, and I just hate to know that I've spent. I don't even want to know how much I've spent, but I just want to know. Do that make any sense to anybody? Now, I get it because again, I got one more, and he's young, and I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it in him. I gotta whisper because he's down there, but I don't think he got it in him, and so I ain't spending no money on no. I can't get it.
Well, they got academic scholarships too.
That's fine. I don't mind doing that, but I'm not paying no money for them can't catch. No. If you can't catch with me, you sure can't catch with them.
too funny.
So I'm just saying, man. Once we really, man, it's gonna get even worse. Because listen, them fees and going every. I mean, you gotta start these kids when they 3.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's crazy.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Black, what's up? I mean, I'm saying.
So this is a triggering subject for me. Because I get it. It's unrealistic, but it speaks to the fact that the generations that have come behind us, we failed them because they don't want to be doctors and lawyers and dentists and professional jobs, and they're not getting an education. We know that. And so much high hopes is being placed into that one day my son or daughter is going to make me rich, because we've ushered in an era of, again, the TikTok generations where these young kids are on social media, living in houses better than I will ever be able to live in, because they're allowed to live at home much longer. I'm not going to get into that part. It's triggering for me, though, because, you know, these parents, and I get where they consider this an investment in that child if they think he has talent. Unfortunately, the numbers are against him. It's triggering for me because I moved to Atlanta, Georgia 11 years ago with high hopes that my son, he had scouts looking at him, but he preferred to suck dicks than to catch balls. So that was a whole nother situation. So I should be somewhere right now basking in the sun with my feet getting sucked on by white women. But no, this son of a bitch went a different route. So, and although I didn't invest on $25,000, and then you owe me, mother.
Okay, well, all I say is, all y'all that still spend that money, here's what $25,000 a year got y'all. Somebody spent a lot of money for their kids.
Well, at least that's at the high school level. He's on the high school team, so all they got to do is pick him up and drop him off to practice. They just spending gas money. And speaking of which, with gas prices as high as it is right now, I'm sure parents are definitely double thinking AAU tournaments and baseball tournaments, because it looks like this gas gonna be like this for the summer. So yeah, I can honestly say that investment probably. Yeah, he may not want to do that. So Johnny might not be playing AAU. So, you know.
That's it. He may go pick up a referee job or something, man. But all right. Wow. Okay, y'all. Well, I just want y'all to know, at least y'all know what y'all out there spending. So, okay. Well, never mind. All right, listen. Now, I was kind enough to let y'all go first last week. Now y'all got to get it this week. And you listen, it's okay. I'm an equal opportunist, man. So, ladies, y'all heard, if you didn't hear it last week, we asked y'all what could we do better to bring intimacy to the relationship, right? And y'all was talking real good. So make sure y'all speak up now. Right? Okay. So now I asked the computer, what is it that women can do to improve intimacy for their man? And here's what AI said. I don't really appreciate this one. It says create emotional safety and appreciation. It says many men open up more when they feel respected, trusted, and appreciated rather than judged or constantly corrected. Okay. I don't know how that's gonna bring intimacy, but yeah, that'd just be good enough, just to bring cohesiveness and harmoniousness to the relationship. I don't know about the intimacy part, so I'm not getting aroused just because you not being judgmental.
I agree with it. I
agree with that.
I think if your lady is showing that she appreciates you and she giving you a safe space to be you, I think that's really what they're saying, to be you with all our flaws and all that. I think that does brings you closer, make the intimacy makes it a little bit better, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it says emotionally intimacies, that it would help with emotional intimacy. Yeah. I guess I can see that. Well, all right, well, maybe so. Sister, you think that's all right? It's too much for y'all?
Yeah, I think you're combining intimacy and sex. I think it's the intimate part that they were speaking of there, not the actual like act.
Right.
It just said, and she already broke it. It says, and appreciate it rather than judge or constantly correct. She already broke it.
I'm gonna add them both. I think I'm gonna speak for me.
Yep.
I agree with this 100%. I just don't think it's realistic. I think asking AI, great answer. And in theory, I agree with it 100%. I don't know that it's realistic because I esteem sister. It will tell you, don't get too emotional. She don't want to hear like that shit about what's going on.
That's true.
We all having the same problem. It must be a Texas thing.
I think she nails it in theory. Okay. It'd be great if I can really sit. I think it would in a realistic sense, if I could open up and truly tell you what's going on up here and knowing that you're listening, not to judge. It would. You don't want to hear that shit from me. So rather than me being all soft and mushy, I'm gonna put a towel around your neck and give you what you want.
Okay, but okay, so Devin, you did say, you said I'm conflating, well, not conflating, I'm combining intimacy and sex. I think most men don't see them differently.
Well, then that's different. That could be true.
Yes. So again, I'm sorry. So now y'all know we don't view them differently. They're 1A, 1B.
That's I have to agree with you on that, Brenton.
Thank you. I've been a man all my life. I think I know.
But I think eventually you have to become more emotionally mature and know that there is a difference. Yeah, there is a difference between intimacy and sex.
I love that point, Brenton.
But you're right, though.
This is a great moment. I think this is a moment where it shows the difference between the men, because a man could put in work. I'm talking about stand up in that thing, and then a woman will say, "But you didn't hold me."
We're gonna take a break on that one.
This is a test.
I felt that for all the men.
They really still want to be held. Oh no, that shit is. Ain't got time for that. It's too hot for that shit. Like,
only you, lady, do.
Take your ass to bed. Like,
wait a minute. Not. Hey, you get the fist bump and then roll your ass over. That's what you say.
My goodness.
See tomorrow. Like, I don't know.
Wow. We already know where you are. We know where you are. So, again, yes, too funny. Okay, well, okay. That is okay. So number 2, man, it says be intentional about physical affection. Now it says something. We're gonna argue this one. It says be intentional about physical affection outside of sex. You see that, friend? Yeah. I don't. Now listen.
This sounds like it's pertaining to women and not men. I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
especially
like
that
women wrong. This because what you're saying, I'm like, yeah, that's true, but I'm a woman.
So I'm gonna read what it says about. Right. I asked correctly. It says intimacy is built through regular connection. Maybe this is a non-binary. I don't know. Maybe we don't know the difference. It says not just sexual or something. Right. It says touching his arm when talking, hugging longer, cuddling, kissing casually, sitting close, or initiating affection can strengthen closeness and reduce emotional distance. Consistent affection helps many men feel, yeah, that ain't my number. I mean, y'all get mad. Y'all get mad when y'all do these things. Y'all say, it's always about sex. It's always about sex. What? I'm sorry. That's what the internet said. Okay. Sister, I guess you already made your point. Yeah,
it sounds like it's for one. It's true, but I think it pertains to not me, but most women. I think it pertains to like most women, but it just don't sound like I don't. But I'm not a dude, so I guess I can't say it. That sounds like it sounds like what a lot of women say they want.
Right.
Yeah,
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm like, if you touching and rubbing on my arm,
we better be on our way.
Yeah, we about to do something. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Shoot,
I ain't trying to be held and all that. No.
Yeah. Well,
I will add this. I will add this because the question is, what can women do different to add more in this intimacy?
Mm-hmm.
Here's where I can agree with it. While I'm like Lady D, while I'm not a touchy-feely person, I'm really not. I'm not. That's not my thing, you know. And I have to work real hard when I'm in a relationship to show displays of affection, because that's not my thing. Here's where I do agree with it, though. It is frustrating for a man to always have to initiate.
No, I agree with that.
And so this is where I would agree with it in the sense that if you're talking about women putting forth the effort to show a man that, hey, I'm attracted to you, I'm in the mood, as opposed to us trying to figure that out, that part I can agree with, but that's where you have to understand the love language of your partner. Like some men might want to be touched on the arm. If you have to know your dude, what gets him in the mood. It could be walking out in a t-shirt and whatever, you know, he finds attractive or whatever. But I agree with that. Those little acts, if initiated, could lead to better intimacy than me trying to figure out, you know, that what are we doing here? And then I'm getting it wrong because I didn't do it in the right way or whatever. So I get that part.
Yeah, no, okay, and I'm gonna stop messing around. No, the touching is important, especially if that's again, I'm not the love language, but if that's what turns you on, right? So yes, for that, but again, you gotta know your partner. Right. And so again, yes, I do agree, because if we watching TV, yeah, that's it. I would like that type of interaction. So yes, you're right. So again, I'm just playing. Okay, number 3. And again, I do think this is a emu or something, whatever everything call it. It says communicate desires and curiosity openly. I'm gonna just add an addition to that: in the bed. So I think, what's up, Nihar? Good to see you.
What's up, Nihar? What's happening?
I don't know if them hard eyes for Kenny or what, but hey, good to see you.
Hey.
Can you read that one again?
There
yes,
you
sir.
Go being messy.
Yeah, well, you have your moments. It says communicate desires and curiosity openly. It says instead of expecting him to just talk honestly about emotional needs, attraction, stress, fantasies, boundaries, and what makes you feel loved. Also ask about his experience with genuine curiosity. Couples who can discuss vulnerable topics without defensiveness usually build their deeper intimacy over time.
I definitely agree with that. Yes.
Okay.
What you think, Lady D? Obviously,
he's Mr. Hungry. We getting that. We almost done.
No, it's fine. But no. I'm saying that I just feel you can say what your curiosities are and all of that, but that has to be a two-way street, because you could tell me you want me to hang upside down butt naked from the chandelier, and then I'm gonna tell you, but this is what I ain't gonna do. And then we can compromise. Okay,
find
I can
a happy medium
here. I can do that. Maybe I won't be upside down, but you know what I'm saying? Can I stand on a stool from the shadow? Like, we're gonna compromise and see what we can do to make it work.
Find a happy medium. Yeah.
Okay, Kenny. So tell us all what you think about number 3.
I done told you. There you go, messy.
Oh, no.
I agree. I definitely agree with number 3. I think number 3 is talking about it. The main thing is communication. It's being able to communicate with your partner, the woman, you know, and her receiving what you're saying too, because sometimes, you know, the receiver may not be really listening to you to really understand, okay, this is me telling you, this is what I would like to help our intimacy together. So it's about, you know, making sure you can communicate what you want where the receiver can receive it.
Yeah. No, I'll be honest, at the end of the day, we are communicating things. We may say them differently. You may hear it in a situation differently, But when it's boiled down to simplicity, all the things can be leveled out at its lowest common denominator with communicate, be kind, and be intentional. I mean, we can say it a whole lot of different ways, but it's still simple at the end of the day. It ain't hard. Y'all don't, yeah. Go ahead, sir.
And I just want to add, one of the things about this segment, this one and in the Black Love that you've really espoused so well is about compatibility.
Yes.
And so in a vacuum, this works, but this works if you have a compatible partner. You know, if it's just mindless sex, this is not going to work, you know, because we're on two different planes. You two are married. Y'all are in a stable monogamous relationship. So this makes sense to me, you know, to where, you know, you could have that open conversation and dialogue that would make sense, like Lady D said, so that her partner could say, well, this is one. She said, well, this is what I'm going to do. And as Kenny said, you come to that happy medium. But if it's just somebody you knocking down, I don't give a shit what she's thinking about. I'm trying to get mine and she's trying to get hers. So like you always talk about, it's about compatibility in this instance and finding that partner. And of course, this is all going to be great if this is happening within the confines of a monogamous relationship, because you're going to naturally open up to be able to do it. I ain't going to be doing all the freaky shit with somebody that might have me walking away from with syphilis, you know, some shit like that. So
I don't know if I agree. No, just yeah, no, yeah, yeah.
You know what? I'm not gonna go there.
But
I will go there if y'all need me to be more vivid.
No, we don't.
No, thank you. Well, I'll say this. That again, that's a part of why we do this show, because we do want to offer clarity so that we can get to that place where we want to be in a stable relationship. Right. And again, nobody's saying we know everything or we getting everything right, but that is our intent, right? To at least have those type of conversations, because listen, nobody taught us. They should have, but nobody taught us. Right. And that's the problem. And I don't want to be found guilty not doing that. And so if y'all can, and listen, they not listening now, and that's on them, but y'all ain't gonna never say we didn't say nothing. And I learned my lesson about trying to segue. So here, Devin.
Shout out to Mr. Pretty and Intelligent. First of all, let's give a shout out.
Okay,
who is that?
Mr. Pretty and Intelligent.
Ooh,
I'm
lost.
Purdy.
What I miss?
Ken missing
out. Oh, hell, there you go.
Oh, she down there. Oh, wait.
I'm like, what is she talking about?
Oh, okay. Yeah, hello, honey. Yeah. Please, thank you, Nihar.
Thank you.
Go get all your friends.
I'm assuming she's talking about me. I'm assuming that.
You just made his night, girl.
Thank you. And I'll drink to that, lady.
Yes, sir.
I'll drink to that.
Well, Devin, go and dig in their business.
Ladies, I wish I could. Ladies, bros up one this week, unfortunately, but we're gonna let them have it. I don't know if y'all have heard, but Stefan Diggs just won a court case against his chef, who accused him of physically abusing her, not paying her. And they actually went to court, had a trial. She sounded like a dumbass bird on the stand. I don't know how she cooking anything, not even bird. She couldn't answer questions appropriately. She sounded almost bitter and like he broke her heart or hurt her feelings. She was originally trying to get $5 million out of him. Come to find out, he actually overpaid her. And she tried to feed him a dry ass hot dog. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have heard anything about this. It seemed like Black, you definitely heard something about it. What are your thoughts on this trial? And do you feel like this is going to hurt her credibility moving forward as a chef? Because she's a celebrity living chef.
Oh, she done. She done, Lady D.
Right.
But the bigger issue, it made me sad, and I followed this. And a lady went viral on TikTok, amassed something like close to 1 million views within hours, because she said the quiet part out loud. The damage that she did to him is irreparable.
Did she do damage to him?
Folks, in case y'all
she did. His reputation, man.
In case y'all don't know, he lost his job with the Patriots.
Basically cut him because of that.
Going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He got cut. He's not been picked up by a team yet because the NFL teams were afraid to take on somebody who had a felony.
Right.
A felony hanging over his head. The endorsements that he lost. This is like the old show Maury Povich where he said, "You are not their father." And it makes me angry that she got to come out and in public with all of the fanfare that they announced that he had a felony against him. He choked her, he this, that, and the other, and they reported it. The fact that now it's going to be quietly reported that, well, she lied and she looked as bad as you said, but how does that help him? He lost millions in endorsements. He does not currently have a job. There's a reason why when even they took 90 minutes to rule against her. And almost an hour of that was the court's instruction. So it really took about 35 minutes for them to say, this bitch is lying. But the damage she's done to his reputation is irreparable. And it hurts women who truly find themselves in a situation where a man does abuse them, molest them, because from where we sit now, how are we to believe you? And I've always spoken against this Me Too campaign. It's the worst thing that could have happened. And what happens to her? Even if he sues her, she ain't got shit. What are you going to get from her?
Which is crazy.
What can he take from her that she's taken from him?
And so she'll probably still sue him in a civil suit because criminal and civil is totally
she will lose.
Totally different.
She will lose. He could sue her right now. She has nothing to take.
That's right.
Which is why, from the page of Donald J. Trump, I would destroy that bitch and everybody associated with her because it's wrong what she's done. But my thing is that she'll get to ride in the sunset and maybe even benefit a little bit about, like you said, that's the personal suit. Somewhere along the line, she'll be able to pick things back up. He can't recoup those losses, folks.
Ian, do you think he has to hold a little bit of ownership, not responsibility for her lying, but do you think this is a lesson for celebrities who sleep with the help? Because feelings do get involved.
Definitely. Yeah. You know, what's that saying? You don't shit where you eat. You feel me? So my thing is, you can't get into these romantic, intimate relationships with your employees. Back to the strip club for her. You're right, Nihar. So yeah, I think, and unfortunately, this isn't going to be the last time we hear something of this because we all know in that if you're a celebrity or an athlete, you feel like that you're bigger than everybody else. You're the Teflon Don. You can kind of do what you want to do because you got that money. But Stefan Diggs, thankfully, they found her guilty, thankfully, because obviously the jury found that her evidence to substantiate what she was saying. Obviously, she put out a video showing her dancing and getting her groove on and all this kind of stuff. You know, you're supposed to be so feeling so emotionally damaged, but you out here dancing. So, but yeah, I think, you know, men, and I'm speaking of men, not men with money and men without it. Can't put yourself in these type of positions, man, because the one thing you can't get back is your reputation. Once your name is damaged, it's hard to get that name back.
Britton, he did win this case, but you know there's still a case looming where he stuck his tongue in that dude's ear and tried to have sex with him from the back seat. You don't know about that one? Yeah, there's a dude that also accused him of sexual harassment, and this was a while back, actually. So he still kind of got that hanging over his head. And I didn't see a few photos of him carrying a purse and shit, looking like a bad.
I see that too
on camera. So, do you think he can recover from all of these horrible allegations?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't really agree with Kenny and Lee about. Because again, his coach is in the same situation.
That's different, though.
Well, I hear you.
Different. That's different. That was consensual.
This was too.
But she wasn't an employee of the New England Patriots either. She wasn't. Yeah, he didn't hire her. Vrabel didn't hire her.
What's really different, brother Brenton?
That's different. And we already know what's different too. It's obvious.
And again, that's not the most egregious thing that players have done in the NFL that still play football. And so that's what that's a dime a dozen moment for me. I mean, you got people winning Super Bowls that was going to court for killing niggas. You know what I'm saying? So again, that shouldn't have been that. Listen, y'all can miss me with the whole raising the standards up. No, y'all wanted to get rid of the boy because y'all wanted to get rid of the boy. It wasn't because of that. So yeah, I think again, when we talk about sports, and we've talked about this before, if you the best talent, nobody has a problem turning their eye to anything. So apparently Stefan ain't as good as he used to be. You know what I'm saying? When he caught that ball for the Vikings and took them to the playoffs or whatever. So again, that's what it is. When the NFL wants to turn their eye, they turn their eye. And when they don't, they won't.
That's true. You're right.
I agree with last part. I agree. I agree with the last. Sometimes you're also made the scapegoat. You even if the talent is there, because you brought up Mike Vrabel, but he's the right color. He has the support of the owner. Robert Kraft himself fuck bitches and do all kinds of crazy shit, but it keeps the limelight off of them two by being able to say, see, we're going to do the right thing by letting him go.
But how crazy was it that not even months later, your coach get the same, you in the same vicinity of the foolishness. So it's just like, y'all can miss me with all this moral high ground stuff, man.
And I'm not commenting on that part. I agree with you.
Not y'all. Right, I'm just saying people. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm just talking, it angers me because Kenny just said, your reputation, you only get one name. Mm-hmm. You get one name.
He's a dummy.
And there will always be an asterisk next to his name now.
Yeah. So
I feel like these young people that come out of go into the NFL and they get all this money, they should have someone that is like a PR person or someone assigned to their life
to a whole class
to kind of help guide them in the right direction, because I feel like we see these dumbass mistakes like over and over and over again. Because look at Stefan. He ain't ugly. He just real pretty. And so there's lots of things that he wouldn't have had access to if he wasn't who he is. And then when you get this access, I feel like a lot of them act a fool and they can't handle it, and they start making mistakes and people start taking advantage of them. But what I also would like, and believe it or not, is for the women who are proven beyond a shadow of a doubt to be a liar, trying to entrap someone, I feel like they should be held responsible in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if it's like a fine or jail time or whatever it is, but I just don't think this is okay, because I think it taints the views and the image and the believability of the people who actually have suffered some of these things that she was suffering. I think her feelings were hurt, and he's partially responsible for that.
I agree, Lady D. And I want to add, there is a rookie symposium that these NFL players have to go through every year, NBA 2, where they talk about the pitfalls and what not to do and what not to be a part of when it comes to outside of the lines. So they give him that, they give them the tools. Yeah. Now, can you babysit these young men? You can't.
Okay, so they just take fat meat and greasy. They just give it up.
Bam, there you go. There you go.
Very true.
Okay.
So they say they got the tools, so that's on them.
It's there.
Yeah. Well, dumbass, I guess I'll go back to minding my business until you get in trouble again from doing the dumb shit again, because he probably didn't learn nothing because he actually.
My goodness. Okay, so let me ask you this.
Hey, clip that, please.
Okay. Do we got 45 seconds to go a little deep into this?
We do.
Okay, so I want to ask this then, because I found it interesting, because I watched it. I found it very interesting because, again, she said, well, he was with Cardi B and I didn't want to get nobody in trouble. So it's like, for me, it's like, man, what kind of world? Because Cardi know he was smashing her. And it's like, how do women deal with that money is a beast. That money make you do some really crazy things.
I don't think Cardi knew that. I truly don't believe that. I think that this lady, there was even a part where she mentioned that she was talking to Cardi. They was talking about doing things together and spending time. So she was so stupid. She was probably willing to act like she was Cardi's BFF until Cardi was in the house, because Cardi get down with women too. And then they probably would have, in her mind, maybe she could have been a part of their life. When the fact is, he didn't really like her like that. He just wanted her, you know what I'm saying, to make casseroles and then bend over when nobody else was around.
Man, and that's what and I didn't mean it like I meant to say. I did. Two thoughts were coming out of my mouth at the same time. I'm saying, how does a woman who know that he with somebody like just be okay with that? Like, you wouldn't want nobody to do you like that.
Those are thirsty ass, low self-esteem having ass, low value having ass birds. That's what they are.
God, that was crazy. Yeah, she didn't strike me again. Anyway, you're right. It's a lot. That's a Black Love series alone on her alone. So.
Oh, damn.
Okay, man. Listen, if you seen her on that stand, something's off.
Slow. I don't know how she even cooking food. Talking about she reading cookbooks, bitch. I cook books upside down and backwards. Get out of here.
I don't know how you can make $4,000 a week and you live somewhere and you talking about you broke.
You broke,
Well,
right?
What you doing with your money?
What the hell are you doing?
Oh my God! Anyway, you know what? This is a great segue.
You ain't lying for real.
Whoa, this is so crazy. Okay, so listen, y'all. Oh man, this may be one of the most interesting Black Love series segments I done came up with in a minute, because nobody really talks about this. And so I'm really interested to know what y'all think about this. So on face value, I just want to, just not to get along, I just want to know, how do you define complicated when it comes to relationships? So if you heard people say that in your mind, Kenny, if you heard said, well, what you married, you single, it's complicated. What comes to your mind, Kenny, when you hear that? And I want to go somewhere with this.
I think they smashing someone, but they don't know where the relationship stands. Okay.
All right, sister, what comes to mind when you hear somebody say it's complicated?
Basically 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Okay, yeah, I like the vagueness, because I like to Hanky. Well, look at him, just salivating over that. Come on, Mr. Complicated.
When I hear that term, that means they with it, but there's a story.
And everybody has a story, right? Everybody got one. Mm-hmm. And so that's it for me, right? When you say it's complicated, for me, it's either you don't want to bring it up, it's a lot of ambiguity, or there's a lot of blurred lines.
Damn. Mm-hmm. You're right.
So again, and unless you slow and you know what y'all doing and you know what it is, but you don't, either it's going to embarrass you or them or something else, or again, you blaring some line somewhere, or it's just too vague and you never even thought to ask because you scared to even find out what it really is. You playing with your own self, right? And so here's my first question: is all complicated relationships, does it have sex involved in it? Is there a complicated relationship that doesn't have sex involved in it, or does that have to? Does it have to have sex in it? Mm-hmm. You say no, Devin. Why you say no?
Because I'm thinking of relationships of the past where we were on the outs, so we were having problems, and I maybe said, "I'm done with this shit. I ain't got time for it." And we're quote unquote working on it. You know what I'm saying? And then working on it, that's not something that I would be interested in doing, because you probably did something to make me not want to sleep with you. And so we haven't completely thrown in the towel. Tell mama, hey mama.
Hey mama.
Yeah. You got to get him. He was late today, so you get on him. You start showing up tardy to the party.
Yeah. He's looking for, hey mama, he's looking for some of them filthy, nasty, no goods.
No, I wasn't, mom.
That's right. No, I'm sure they're already scheduled on his. Okay, don't give me off. Kitty, is sex then? Is it a bust?
I would have to disagree with my lady D. I think that from the male perspective, I think if they say it's complicated, they smash.
Okay.
I really they smashing somebody, but it's somebody that they just want to smash when they want to.
Okay. Okay. Black, and I got one more for us.
I agree with my fellow Capricornian. The only, when I hear that word, if you're talking about it's complicated, it's got to include some kind of sexual component. If it's just friendship, that's simple shit, you know?
Yes. Right, man. Again, okay. I know I ain't got time to get further into this, but this will come up in a Black Love series too for me. But I want to ask this one more thing then. Who is more confused? Who is being more complicated? Is it the woman or the man then? Because for me,
the man, it's all the man. It's 99.999% the man. He has done something to make the relationship complicated, to complicate shit, to overcomplicate it, unnecessarily complicated. It's all his ass.
I would say this, and y'all pay no attention to Lady D. It's always the man's fault. If you watch the show, you already know where she going. I would say it's the person who's most embarrassed to admit that they are dealing in a dysfunctional, complicated. I think it could be the man or the woman, but I think it's whomever feels the most embarrassed.
Okay, so so again, I'm hearing you. So you are now equate complication to who it's embarrassing now.
Yes.
Okay, that's what Kenny's saying. All right, Black, who's then becoming who is the complicated in this, the man or the woman?
It depends.
It do.
It depends for me. We talked earlier about some things being generational. My experience has been, as an older man, it's very simple. When you get to a certain age, simplicity takes over. I know what I'm about. I know what I want. I know what I like. Now, when you talk about this younger generation, where the men, they're a little too feminine for me, they're a little too emasculate, you know, they allow shit to get to a point where that's why I don't understand the dating scene anymore. Because for me, it's very simple for me, but I'm a man of an older age and time frame. So for me, it's not complicated. I don't even do complicated.
I believe you.
Yeah.
They're gonna be for sure, and they
gonna know with Brother Black where he's staying, where we going.
The only thing that's confusing is do you got change for a 20? That's the only thing.
Or do you like your chicken warmed up in the microwave or in the oven? Because you gonna get some cold chicken.
Okay.
You get some.
Do you like Taylor Port?
That's it. Okay, so I do want to say this, and if y'all need to ask something after I say this, we can, but not, we'll move on. I think sex does makes it complicated because that's when more emotions get into it. That's when more of the ambiguity gets into it. Again, because I'm accidentally going to say the quiet part out loud. I think sex is more meaningful to women than it is to men. Again, when you start doing those things, when you started adding components and you're not defining the relationship, that's what's making it complicated. Because nobody wants to define the relationship. Define it. And then again, you have to accept what it is. But then here it is. You got to stand on business, right? And don't be moving the goalposts. That's what again, Black talk about it all the time. When it rains, don't be mad at the mud.
That's right.
We talked about that last week.
And that's what complication is. When you start to let this stuff get muddy. When you're getting your shoes dirty now. When you said, well, I said I wasn't gonna sleep with him. And you did it. You complicating the relationship now. Because now he already said I don't want to get married. And you said, so it's the decisions that we make. Again, no relationship is complicated on its face. It becomes complicated when y'all stop doing the things that y'all said y'all gonna do, or no conversations being had.
Right.
So that y'all complicate these things because of y'all own situations. So
well, I will say this: it ain't complicated if the sex is trash.
What you overdone, right?
Okay.
Hey,
ain't no sense of putting that on your status on Facebook. If the sex is trash, you ain't in no complicated relationship. That's it's already in the toilet. So go ahead and get on out of that. Yes, so you won't be embarrassed.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir. And I'll say one of the reasons why, for me, I've always been able to simplify things. I'm able to compartmentalize. A lot of people can't do that. I've had to, for professionally, what I do for a living. I do this every day. I'm on stage. And so for me, even when it comes to relationships, I can compartmentalize. I'm able to separate sex from the relationship part. I cannot even like the person. I cannot even find her attractive. Still I'm a fuck.
What?
I can still fuck.
You can sleep with somebody that you're not attracted to?
I done fucked so many ugly women that don't even make any sense. Absolutely.
I can't do that.
Oh my God.
And so I'm able to do that. So for me, it's that's why I said I don't do complications. It's very simple for me. The complications come into play when it's the other things. For me, it's very simple. You know what you're getting with me. And so for me, when it comes to the relationship part of it, now it becomes complicated if my feelings are involved. I've never remarried because that's when it gets complicated, when it requires a different level of input from me. But as long as I'm out here doing my thing, it's simple.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. That's a lot of meat on that bone. And again, when we do Black Love, I want to bring this back up because I think that's really good.
We accumulating Black Love series like nobody's business for the year, right?
Well, we haven't been consistent enough for me to say let's go yet because we got so much to talk about. So anyway, all right. Well, listen, Lee Black, glad to see you make it, and let's see. You said what you doing now? The flies and the bees. I don't know.
Fly and the bee. Let's talk about the fly and the bee, folks. We are.
I thought it was the birds and the bees. Oh,
that's right. But this one in particular is about the fly and the bee. Okay. For most of us, we are fully in spring, and I apologize to the family for being late. Believe it or not, I was out trying to get medication. I was off for most of this week dealing with sciatica pain, and today was the first day that I was able to walk upright. And after I got through my work day, this first day back all week, and I worked, and I got out to clear my mind, and I got to go get me some crab legs, as y'all know I will do. You know what I'm saying? And so why am I calling this a fly and the bee? In the privacy of my bed, and I've been cooped up, I'm looking at all kinds of things. We're coming down off of the Klay Thompson, Megan Thee Stallion story, the war that has happened between men and women, and then we got the political thing going on. Then even watching Sports Center, I see the thing that happened between Stephen A. Smith and Jaylen Brown. And one of the things that struck me today was the way Stephen A. Smith handled the Jaylen Brown situation. Kenny, you'll love this. There was what he said, and if you don't know, follow the story. Jaylen Brown said, well, I'll quit saying anything about this is my best season when you retire. And Stephen A. Smith took the high road, I felt, by simply saying that, you know what? People were trying to look out for you, and you didn't even know it, and he didn't want to escalate it anymore. This is how I read it. And it got me to thinking about how many times we invest ourselves way too heavily in things that don't have anything to do with us and that can fuck with our peace. My brother from another up there, he's famous for saying about walking his fish,
my dog,
and find his dog. And I thought about all of the things that keep us on edge. And here I am. Tomorrow will make 1 full month. I will be in Dallas. And I wanted to tell you guys the level of peace that I've experienced in the 4 weeks I've been here, where I didn't realize how much stress and pressure I had been under that for over a year, that I hadn't had consistent 3 nights of sleep. And when we think of all the things that's coming at us every single day, the news media, the high gas prices, the food, our jobs, the weekend is just another 48 hours before we get back on a rat race. So I want to talk to you guys about the fly and the bee. There's an old saying, Lord, I do despise nothing but niggas and flies.
Yes, sir.
And so I asked myself a question. How do you feel about flies and bees? Is there anything good about a fly? If you was in your home and you set your meal down, you got your favorite drink, you got you a nice big juicy steak or whatever you eat, and a fly comes through the window or a bee comes through the window, what do you do? So what are some benefits of a fly? Believe it or not, the flies are nature's cleanup crew. They help decompose dead animals, waste, rotting materials, and without them, the planet would be, believe it or not, a hell of a lot worse. They're also important to the food chain because spiders, birds, frogs, other insects, they eat these nasty sons of bitches. Not to mention the medical uses, because maggots, we have our resident doctor in the house. She can tell you that maggots play an important role in medicine to help clean up infected wounds, things of that nature. And if you've ever seen the movie The Fly, there's some cool shit about a fly, about their 360-degree vision, their reaction time, all of those things. So believe it or not, as much as we hate flies, there's some good things about them. Well, what about the bees? The bees, they are the superheroes of our ecosystems. They are essential to agriculture. They help pollinate the fruits, vegetables, nuts, flowers, not to mention the benefits of honey, the medical uses, the nutritional value. Hell, you can cut yourself and rub honey on you, and it will help you heal quicker. Why am I bringing this up, people? I'm encouraging all of my viewers to really look at the relationship between the fly and the bee and make a conscious choice every day of choosing peace over chaos. We can sit here, people, and argue with people. The truth of the matter is most of us are solid. We standing 10 toes down on what we believe. And what I do for a living every day is I talk to a lot of stupid people. You know how I get through my day is I recognize that they're stupid, and I still go about doing my job quietly, because I'm going to end on this note. Take a lesson from the fly and the bee. How much effort do you think the bee takes up by trying to convince the fly that honey is better than shit?
What a walk-off.
That's how you drop the mic right there.
That's a walk-off. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. What way to come in late and send us on in.
Cleanup man. Just call Lee Black the cleanup man.
I wish I could dance like that girl that got Trayvon. All right, listen, great show. I appreciate everybody. Devin, thank you. I know he's hungry, and we're gonna get you out of here.
Right. So, we're gonna get you out of here real quick.
Get you out of here, honey. He probably over there.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, y'all, great show. I appreciate everybody for doing y'all thing. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a first-time visitor, Kenny never goes anywhere but first. And so, Kenny, let us have it. Thank you, sir. You did a great job today.
I'm gonna keep it short. Keep it short real quick. I want to thank everybody for watching. Obviously, Lady T, Lady CC, Sherry, sister. Appreciate you watching. Nihar was in here, giving me a little, stroking my ego a little bit. Thank you, Nihar. Appreciate your love. And I want to wish every one of these ladies, most especially our lady of the crew, Lady D, want to wish you all a happy Mother's Day. It is Mother's Day weekend, and I hope that your loved ones, your children, your husbands, your boyfriends, your side pieces, your sneaky links, they make sure they taking care of you, giving you your attention on Mother's Day, because again, this is a very special weekend. You all know that my mother is no longer physically with me, but she walks with me every day. So I will be visiting her in her final resting place on Sunday. But I will say this. I'm going to say James Brown wrote one of the best songs ever. It's a man's world, but it wouldn't mean nothing without a woman or a girl. And that is such a profound statement. I don't care what us men get on here and say, ladies, Lady D, CC, Sherry, Lady T, we need you.
That's right.
I don't care what no man said. We need a woman in our life, regardless of what our relationship status, even if it is complicated. We need a woman in our life. So again, those are my final thoughts. Again, happy Mother's Day to you, lovely ladies.
Yeah, thank you, sir. On behalf of all of us, thank you, sir. Madam, well, Toria said something. Toria, I think he's doing a 6 weeks.
Is it more than $8?
introduction.
It's gotta be. Gas
Gas is high, lady.
costs more than $8 to get over
It's
there.
more than that. Yeah. He didn't have to up. He didn't have to up it a little bit.
He paying $40 like everybody else.
Yeah. and if she drive an electric car, then she get a discount.
Now you know she on stage right now.
I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the ladies that will hear this, and happy Mother's Day to my own mom.
Right.
You know, I had spoke to y'all about she had her own breast cancer struggles going on, and a couple weeks ago she was able to ring the bell, so she gets to spend her Mother's Day.
Hallelujah. Amen.
So that's good. So we'll go down and celebrate her in my hometown on Sunday. And now that I got the niceties out the way, I want to send a message to them dirty ass birds. That lady, you made $4,000 a month to fry pork chops, and you added coochie to the menu for free, and you were broke, you dumb bitch. I hope you have a savings account somewhere with stacks of cash in it to justify why you would go through something like that. He didn't even pay for that shit. That was your regular salary. And then you had the nerve to say that he was overpaid. I don't care nothing about you dusty ass, dirty ass, dumb ass birds. Y'all kind of deserve everything that you got coming. How you gonna be working for a millionaire and giving up free coochie and you broke?
I thought it was $4,000.
She need to go to jail. They should have sentenced her ass to about 10 years. They should have a dusty section at the prison for you dumbass hoes. Now I can go back to minding my business. God bless y'all. Happy Mother's Day.
You know what? I'm about sick of you. Thank you, Mr. Goat Man. All right, sir. I know you got one more in the chamber. Let's have it, brother.
First of all, happy early Mother's Day to my mom, even though she don't officially celebrate, but that's the greatest woman on earth, Eloise Young. Love you, mama. I'm still going to make it home. I hope to be home in a few weeks to see you. I believe my two sisters are watching this, so forgive me for what I'm about to come out of my mouth next. But, oh boy, let me go to this same segment, Lady D. I love these nasty bitches. And as long as there's money and hoes, nothing ain't going to change. Lady D, the education is there. It's there for not just football, basketball players, for rappers, but you know what? As long as money spends, they don't call it the oldest profession for nothing. And so the reality is they're gonna make it do what they do. So thank God for nobodies like me. I ain't rich, I ain't famous, I'm fat and I'm old, I got missing teeth, I pee in a bucket and all kinds of shit. But super fan Toria, let me tell you, the going rate might be more than $8, but the devil don't have to change his tricks. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna have a housewarming party coming up here in about 3 weeks, and all the TFG family is gonna be invited. Y'all gonna witness exactly what I'm about to tell you. When these nasty bitches cross this threshold, I ain't gotta pay them nothing. My level of arrogance gonna be on full display. If you come through this door, you gonna fuck. You gonna suck. And I ain't gotta give you no $8. Right now, what I'm on right now is Evan Williams Cherry. $9.99 a bottle. This is what these bitches gonna drink. I ain't gonna ask you what you want to drink. I'm gonna shove it in your gut, and then something gonna come behind that. Because I got to tell you, you ain't got the fun. You don't have to change your tricks. And you ain't gotta be cooking no dinner for me. The devil don't have to change his tricks. Church's Chicken is still open. My microwave work. And as long as I can stuff a drink down your musty gut and then put you on your nasty knees, because if you come in that living room looking at my view, on my rug, soaking up my air, eating on my chicken, you gon' suck and fuck.
God bless America.
God bless America.
Lee, on behalf of my wife says she's not coming now.
Right.
Hold on.
I would say, can I walk in backwards? That might be worse.
Miss Brenda's gonna be on my best behavior for guests. I'm not talking about my guests. Y'all will be treated the best.
Yeah, if y'all heard that little tweet, that was, I ain't going. She said, I ain't going.
She said, I ain't going.
But I tell you what, Black, I make sure I take care of that before we leave the house. So I'll take care of it. We get that done before we leave the house. No. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all again. The sentiment has been given. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Happy Mother's Day to my baby mama. You know, so
already.
I only got one, and I ain't had
that's
no
already.
I ain't had no casualties. Yes,
I know that's right.
I ain't had no casualties. For y'all that don't know what casualties, nobody had an abortion.
Right.
On my watch. So, so on my behalf, yes. So thank you. They lied on me, but they ain't never had it. They lied on those hands, but they didn't have. All right, so don't lie on me. All right, y'all. Got a quick
it was complicated. That's what it was.
No, it was a lie. It was a lie. I mean, that was the ugliest dance ever. All right, so listen, I got a quick question for y'all. Are you a break the ceiling type of person? Or are you a break down the walls type of person? Which one would you consider yourself? Are you a ceiling breaker? Or you gonna knock down the okay? Devin say she a ceiling breaker. Lisa he a ceiling breaker. What you say, Kenny? What you say?
Well, I'm trying to bust some walls, so that's what I'm trying to do.
That's my dog.
All right, good. All right, well, Miss Tori,
I'm sorry, Lady D. I know I was out of place. My bad, Lady D. I'm sorry.
Good Lord. All right, well, I got 2 out of 3, right? Well, I'll tell you what, whichever one you are, I just want to give a public service announcement. Please take a look at this.
She walked up out of that thing like the bionic woman, though. No.
She must be AI.
Hey, no. Lady D.
That was Memphis.
You're right.
That was Memphis, Tennessee.
These hoes like roaches. You can't kill them.
Man. All I ask is if you're gonna break the ceiling or you're gonna break down the walls, just don't have a car help you do it. I'm just saying.
Wow.
It's again, it's already hard enough, right, for you to be trying to get somewhere on your own, but you don't need no assistance from no vehicle. So y'all just keep it 100, man. Y'all enjoy yourself, and Devin, what you getting for Mother's Day?
I don't know yet. My daughter, they called and asked what my favorite flower is, but I'm good with just a flower. I don't really want much for Mother's Day. I just kind of want them to show up and celebrate my mother.
That's me. What I'm talking about.
My mom.
I love it.
Okay.
Already. Yeah, that's what's up.
Well, listen, we're a month away from us. I hope y'all got something for us too, because we sure gonna need it. But
you already know that's crickets.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah,
that's all right.
Negro ain't you gonna get a Whopper, maybe a Whopper,
maybe
like Burger King.
3 weeks, family.
You damn sure ain't gonna have it your way. I can tell you that.
3 weeks, family. If y'all can make it, come
visit.
Okay.
No doubt. 3 weeks. That'll be what, Memorial Day weekend, possibly in 3 weeks. I believe that's Memorial Day weekend.
Lee Black, you got 3 weeks to convince my wife. So just all right, y'all. Well, listen, that's Devin, Kenny, and Lee Black. We'll try to go 3 in a row for y'all on Friday. We'll see y'all. We out of here.